What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we are working on the IS300, putting it back together. This is where we wanted to end up in the last video, was actually putting things together. We just ran out of time. So the time has just been getting away from us recently, like with the time change and all that other stuff. Sean, this morning he got here, he washed this thing, he pulled off all the masking paper from the windows and the door jambs and all that stuff. Gave it a nice hand wash and now it looks great. Look at it, look at this paint. It just looks beautiful sitting in here in the shop. And so now the time where we actually go to assemble stuff. So these little corner, the tail light things, like I said, we kind of decided on the OEM look versus this. So these are aftermarket. These kind of remind me of a Civic, like a Civic Si.
Somewhat bigger, but
yeah, I mean, obviously a little bit bigger, but it's got the little center things. It's got that right there. Sean's installing these things in the center of the trunk. Those little lights right there. And then these are the lights we're gonna actually put back in it, which I actually do like these. They're kind of like a smoked looking thing. They look good. So we put those on. I think those will kind of match with the color a little bit more, kind of give it that like gunmetal-y look. And we have the rear bumper. I went ahead and installed some rivets on this thing. You can see right here, I used some washers and just riveted this rear lip on. Then I actually drilled some holes and riveted it right under kind of that little body line right there, which you shouldn't really be able to see that because this lip will kind of hide them. We'll black these out too. That'll kind of hold that lip on real good. I'm just excited to see the back of this thing actually fully together because it's been so long.
Yeah, it has.
It's been almost a month since we started like actually working on this thing. So pretty crazy. It's looking good. So I'm gonna throw you guys up on the time lapse. We're gonna see what this thing looks like with the rear bumper and the lights in. All right guys, so pretty much got all the intercooler piping stuff figured out. So right out of here, we did this is technically, I think this is 2.5. This is 2.5. This is 2.25, and this is a 2-inch thing, but I gave her the squeak. Yep. Look at that. It like, we probably don't even need to put a coupler on that.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Definitely not going, I mean, really, you probably wouldn't be able to get that thing off. But got that thing on 90 degrees straight down, came down to another 90 to another 90 with a 90 into a straight into that intercooler in the front. Over here on this side, 2.5-inch outlet to a 3-inch 90 to a 3-inch to a 2.5 90 adapter straight up to this guy. We had to delete this fan over here.
Yeah, we tried to leave it, but it just wouldn't. There's just no room right here. So there's absolutely no room, and obviously we wanted to keep the ECU factory location so we could move this and drill a hole. So we basically got rid of this fan, left this portion of it on there, so there's still stability.
We'll probably, I mean, honestly, there's probably enough room that we could either squeak like another little fan in there or do a little pusher fan in the front, which that,
if we need it. I don't know, should be okay, but
we'll see. Yeah. Now we basically need to put the headlights in it and test fit the bumper. I also hooked up the little air intake. So this was the intake that was on the NA2JZ. Basically the intake was pretty much in the same spot. Which is crazy. Like literally the throttle body was like right here. So we just shortened it a little bit right here.
Swap the math out with the correct math.
This is the 1J MAF, or like an O2 WRX mass airflow sensor that we got at the parts store because we actually didn't have a mass airflow sensor. So now you can see we got these little G+ radiator hoses. This one's actually like, it seems super small, so it doesn't seem like it works. These ones are just really tight. Could probably do the same thing and squeeze it on. I went ahead and cut it, but it's just not officially ready to do that yet. Guess let's head over to the front bumper real quick. So on this side, I've already went and installed the fog light. I really like the way those fog lights look with the yellow. The blacked out corner lights, which I've already shined a light through this thing so you can see a little bit of light. So like it'll actually blink, but for the most part, it'll just look kind of dark. So I'm gonna slip in that other fog light and probably throw in some more rivets in this thing, but I just got it temporarily riveted for now. Double check, make sure that fits correctly on the car, and we should be good. Sean's over here robbing some parts. Right, are you grabbing this little window thing?
Yeah, I messed through trial and error, I messed the one up on that car because they're kind of a pain in the ass to get off, honestly. Once you know how to do it, it's not bad, but the first one I kind of messed up trying to pry it off. You actually have to like get in there and pry it upwards from the back side instead of trying to pull it up from the out. It's kind of a pain, but we figured it out. So messed one up, need this one so I can paint them.
And we could put the messed up one back
on here,
this
yeah.
car.
It's just like it's like a banana now. So.
Yep. You'll get that sometimes.
Yeah, you will.
The other thing that this car has that we could use is it looks like it has pretty much brand new drilled and slotted rotors front and rear. So we'll go ahead and swap those over to this because these ones are kind of rusty looking, aren't really the best looking things. But man, we have a lot of stuff to do. If you guys were wondering about the little shop update, we were technically supposed to be out of here on the 15th. Today is the 17th. I basically just asked them if we could stay till the end of the month and just complete basically the whole month's rent instead of like half the rent. Just so we could finish the IS300. There was just gonna be too much stuff and too many things. We are basically, as soon as we do get this thing running and driving though, we're gonna drive it there. We're gonna paint the floors, we're gonna do some other stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys the new like 5,000 square foot shop. It's gonna be really cool. We have some really cool stuff planned for that. But for right now, we gotta get this IS300 done, so that way one of you guys could take this thing home.
Win it.
Win me. That's what we need to do. Yep. Your new car. We're working over here. Actually, this, you know what we could do? We could throw this one in as a bonus. Yeah, it comes with a parts car.
A parts car that you won't need.
A parts car that you won't need.
You have a brand new IS that we built.
That is true. That is true. All right, guys. So Sean has been messing with basically the doors and the windows. So door handle in the back. We got all the trim installed, all that stuff for the back. Just having the door handles in it, it already kind of looks like a car. And then this back, I really do like this back. I'm still kind of debating on them taillights over there. So he's got, this was kind of a mess. This is the thing about like painting a car. Like
how it goes.
You know, it takes so long to just do this part of it, like the assembly and disassembly.
It's easy to rip it apart however you want, but then putting it back together, there's like a certain order that it all, especially because this has the extra piece of trim and the third, you know, the second window or third window or whatever.
And basically, you had to get all that stuff out to get the door handles out.
Exactly. So there's an order of operations, and it only goes back together one way. So I forgot how it was, so it spent a lot of time on that door.
So it's been about 2 weeks. So
figuring it out. Yeah.
Normally about a week, you're good for remembering, but
then you forget.
Once
so
this
I took that door handle off over there like 3 times, I think, because I forgot something, and then you put the door handle in, and you can't get the other stuff, and vice versa. So it's a lot. Yeah. But now I know how to do it for the rest of them.
But now it's actually looking great. So we got these headlights in. Those things are looking pretty good. Got them all wired up, ready to go. So yeah, basically now just need to officially weld this little piece of tubing right there, and then we're gonna actually work on some of the exhaust and downpipe stuff a little bit tomorrow. All right, guys, so Sean got all the trim and the door handles and stuff installed, and actually check this out. Black door panel already on it. This door panel was already off, so might as well do that. So car is actually kind of in the stage where you could actually open the doors and close them, do all that stuff. So up in the front, we had to cut off some of the bumper. You could see our little remnants up here, and of just all the little stuff that we had to do. The lip, the bottom like little shelf was kind of hitting the bottom of the intercooler, so we got that all figured out. And we just basically needed to make sure that everything was good with the intercooler piping and that we didn't have to modify any of that stuff. So now that that is all good, I went ahead and made some lines right here and pull this this piece of tubing off and go and weld it, because I don't have to weld anything else, because this is good. That's just a straight piece. We'll have to bead roll it. Other than that, we're good to go. All right, guys, so intercooler is all hooked up. You can see it goes around the front, around that side. The welds on the intercooler actually didn't turn out too bad, so looks pretty good right there. So went ahead and installed the exhaust, or got the exhaust kind of hanging here in the back, so it goes around right here real nice. We're gonna cut off this flange because we don't have any exhaust right here going forward, but you can see that the drive shaft actually works in there and fits perfectly. So we need to cut this off and put a V-band right there, and then we actually need to weld on to the stock little elbow right there. That's actually 2.5 inch, so the downpipe is already 2.5 inch. This is 2.5 inch. I couldn't find IS 300 like 3-inch exhaust that would like be able to ship anytime soon. So this was kind of the only option, and I figured since it is stock turbo for now, stock ECU, all that stuff, that you know, this would be plenty fine for now. So went ahead and ordered some more stuff to get the exhaust actually figured out. We did have some stuff laying around, but I just wouldn't be happy with kind of making the exhaust out of just that stuff right there. So got some brand new Vibrant stuff coming for it. So next thing we need to do is actually just stick the bumper on here and then take a look at it and see how it looks. Now we got the grill installed.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's it, buddy. That is an IS 300. Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
That. I want to take it off the lift now. Look at it.
Yeah.
That is nice. Like, that actually looks just beautiful. Alright guys, so it's been a lot more work than we thought. We still need to put a bumper, a bolt in that bumper to get to suck up a little bit more. But man, this thing looks so good with the windows up, all the trim and everything in it. It's a really, really beautiful car. So this color just turned out way better than I thought it was going to, especially with the black housing headlights and stuff like that too. Kind of makes me want to do something with the fog lights, but it's just crazy how clean the whole front of this thing looks now. Just with the lip, still have not put the side skirts and stuff on it. Yeah, like I said, Sean earlier, he was already swapping out a lot of the interior stuff. So you can see we already have black door panels, basically, all the way around. It was kind of a pain in the butt because you even had to swap this thing, because this thing was basically tan in the other ones. Guys, check this out. Don't have any manual transmission fluid in it yet, but we don't even have the clutch hooked up yet, or the brakes bled, or any coolant in it. But look at this, guys. So we have a factory key. Go right in. Got some light bulbs out right there, but overall, so if we just put transmission fluid and coolant in it, we could go drive it technically. So that will probably be one of the next videos. If you guys have not got entered for your chance to win this thing yet, 7 times entries and cash in every single order ends this Sunday night. And then after that, we're gonna be doing another little promotion. This is our shortest giveaway yet. It actually ends at the end of the month. March 31st is the last. I was kind of planning on having this thing done by Monday, or getting really close to being done by Monday, just because we're planning on starting to move into the new shop on Monday. Because as you guys know, we have a lot of stuff in here. And we got a lot of stuff to do this thing still. But I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you later.